See that? A bit more wildlife come out to play. We had a couple of foxes in the other field. And here we've got a couple of lovely little deer. Let's try and zoom in on them. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to disturb you because I've got to cut all this grass down. Seem too fussed about me. I'll just shut the tractor off now and it's away from them. I don't think they quite know what to make of me. We do see them occasionally. We come out here just on foot. You don't care, do you? Not in the least. Right. What's the grass like? Anyway. Enough of the conversation with the deer. So we're going to just hop out of the tractor now. That'll make them go away, I'm sure. Alright chaps, how's it going? Oh, they're very brave, these two, clearly. There we go, hopefully the camera's focused on them. Obviously haven't smelt me yet, which is surprising because it's very hot and sweaty out here. Oh, hello bird. Yeah, look at them sniffing the air now. Fairly unimpressed by my presence. This is not a cause of much worry for them. Right, say goodbye dears. I'm going to get back to work. They're on their way. So this is the field that I was talking about. As you can see, it's quite thick with grass. It's got a good crop of grass in it. You can see that with the camera. The difficulty we've got is that all around these hills, around here, is all chalk. And what happens is the water all comes down the hills and it pools up in this field. And literally there are days where if you're out here in the winter, you can stand on the top of the soil and the whole slab of soil will be moving around underneath you. So it gets very wet. We've had tractors stuck out here in the past. I'm hoping today will not be a day where that happens. Okay, well, following all that, it now seems we have a new problem because all of a sudden the tractor won't start. As you can probably hear now. We've got a bit of a sticking solenoid, which is rubbish. So, just nothing at all at the moment. My guess is there's a fueling issue. I've just checked the filters, just checked the pump, but I think I'm going to need to go back to the farm, bring some tools out, and just probably bring a car out with a set of jump leads, because I think there's a good chance we're going to be flattening the battery trying to get this one going. So, a bit of a walk. We'll see what happens. So, it's just typical. This tractor has never ever missed a beat. You know, we've done topping work, hauling, hedge cutting, you name it, everything we've done. Of course, the first few days of weather we've had, and we need to get cutting, and now's the time it chooses to stop working. So that's life. Welcome to farming, I suppose. But so yeah, off for a bit of a walk, back through the sheep field and then back through the field we cut, and we'll be back shortly. Well, just walking back. It's a nice day for it, at least. Sorry for the shaky camera. Walking back through the field we cut, actually, and yeah, it looks nice. Smells lovely, actually. So not a bad start. It's already starting to wilt off. Actually, the air's quite dry. Must be in the low 20s, 20 degrees, 22, 23 maybe even. It's quite warm today out here in the sun. and as I say, most importantly, there's a nice gentle breeze which will just help keep the moisture off. Obviously underneath the rows it's very wet at the moment, but yeah, if this weather picks up and carries on, we should be good. So probably give it a turn tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Might be able to give it a turn tomorrow, or possibly first thing the next day. Yeah, I reckon we've got some nice hay. Well, we're on our way back out now. Just stopped for a little spot of lunch, so now I'm driving back out. As you can see, got a few tools. Hopefully, I'm hoping that it's something simple, and maybe it's just got a bit hot, and a bit of a break will make it all good. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, just driving down through our field at the minute. So back in the cut field from this morning, end of the track. That's where we are, right down at the bottom. So yeah, fingers crossed, the next thing we see will be a running tractor again. Just got to go through a couple of gates and we'll be there. So let's see what happens. Well, we're back. Yes, back on the air, as you can hear. Not entirely sure what it was. Just stripped a few of the fuel junctions down, bled through the pumps, that kind of thing. Normal stuff, but we seem to be working again now. Perhaps it was a bit of muck in the fuel or a bit of water or something. Don't know, but for now we're working. So we're going to have another go, see if we can get around this field without getting stuck. That is the main advantage of an old diesel like this, is that it's a bit easier to fix in the field when something goes wrong. But the problem with an old diesel is that they tend to go wrong. So you know, swings and roundabouts. Anyway, time's ticking. Let's start mowing and see what damage we can do. The grass, it's a bit more sheltered from the wind in here. There's trees on all four sides, so it doesn't get quite as much wind to dry it out, especially around the outside edges. But we'll see what happens. No calamities. The tractor seems to be working okay again. Don't know what that was all about. And yeah, life is good. Just seen a couple of deer. Not the two that were here earlier on. It looked like an older pair. They popped up in the middle of the grass. They were obviously having a bit of a nap, and we disturbed them. And seen a couple of pheasants flying around as well. So still plenty of wildlife around, which is nice. And yeah, it's just really plodding on. Fingers crossed, there's no more problems. And this is probably the last field I'm going to do today. I don't want to do too much, just because this is the first year we've done it for a while, so you know, obviously all the equipment is got a bit of a question mark on it. You know, so far, with the exception of a minor issue with the tractor, the mower's been faultless. But what I want to do is get this cut, go tomorrow and do another couple of fields, just so that we've got a bit more breathing room at the weekend when it's coming up, and we'll be baling, so we don't have to try and bale everything in one day. We've got good weather all the way through to next week, so in theory it's you know, it shouldn't cause us any issues. So I'm just going to plod on around this field nice and slow, enjoy the day, and yeah, that's me. straight out of the sky in front of me. I dropped down into one of the windrows and picked up a small little mouse. It was not a good day for the mouse, but it was a fairly spectacular sight for me. He then took off with mouse and a handful of hay and landed up in one of the trees up on the side of the field. So yeah, sorry mouse, but it was very cool. Mowing's all fairly well. We're just plodding on really. It's just working. Feels nice actually. Nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I've been able to pick up the speed a little bit, and yeah, it's all good. Okay, just stop for a little break, just have a quick check, make sure everything's doing what it should do. It all seems to be pretty good actually. The as you can see down here, the grass is laying out quite nicely. A few places we hit the ground in a few places. There were some molehills that were tucked away down there, so made a bit of a spurt of soil as we went over it, but mower doesn't seem to mind too much with that sort of stuff. Stones are the things that are going to hurt it, and these fields are pretty stone free most of the time, so yeah, we're getting on. I don't know if you can see this. Sorry, that was very close, wasn't it? So that's the field. I don't know if you can see off in the distance there. There's a buzzard swooping around right down in the distance. I don't know if you can see him. That's the one that popped up earlier on and had his lunch, courtesy of our mowing efforts. So yeah, all in all, it's been a lovely day so far. Good weather, seen some animals, seen some good wildlife, and apart from one small glitch, everything's working. So I'm going to get back to it. Try not to tempt Providence too much. I don't know if you can see him there. Let me see if I can get him into the shot. He's just up there. Probably can't see him very well on this, but yeah, that's my buzzard friend. So back in the machine and away we go. Had to stop very briefly because just over there our two deer are back. These are the two bigger ones that we saw. They clearly really don't care very much about me. I'm going to carry on mowing and see if I can get a bit of a film of them as I go past. I'm sure they'll run for it, but let's see what happens. I was going to just drive on, but I'll let them get out of the way first, I think. Sorry, fan's a bit noisy. There we go. So these are a different two to the two we saw earlier on. Markings are a lot clearer and they've got much more developed antlers, so I'm guessing they're a bit older. pretty cool. One of the advantages of working out in the countryside is you see well, stuff like that all the time. Cool. Back to mowing. Well, that's it. All done. Apart from that minor issue earlier on, really, everything else was completely faultless, flawless, whatever. Either one, take your pick. But yeah. There we go. The field that I thought was actually going to cause me the most problem, just in terms of wet and bogs and all the rest of it, mowed pretty nicely. And again, just smells already. It just starting to smell like hay already, and just the top layer is wilting off in the sun. Yeah, fantastic. So really pleased with that. Class mower. He doesn't look too pretty, but he's working like a dream. And the John Deere, you know, it's old but it's reliable, much like me. So fold her up, head back to the farm. I'm not going to do any more tonight, I don't think. Leave another couple for tomorrow, and then I'm going to walk back out and pick up the car which I drove out in with the tools. And obviously, so I've got a bit of walking to do, but that's fine. It's a lovely day, as I say. And no, you can't see them at the moment, but there's a bunch of sheep in the field there, so I've got to do battle with them to get home first. But you know, there are worse problems to have. So head back, give the mower a check over, and pack up for the night, I think. Okay, just walking back out to pick up the car, and walking back through the field we cut first thing this morning. It's about 4 o'clock now. I was hoping, it's a bit later than I wanted, but we got delayed obviously with our little fuel problems today. But yeah, we're just walking back through this field, and I don't know if you can see this, but top of the windrows now are actually already starting to brown up quite nicely. They're starting to dry out. There's still some green in there, which is fine, but yeah, it's coming on. We'll be turning it tomorrow, I think. Get the tedder out here, spread it out a bit, get it to dry quickly. Obviously that's what you want, nice quick drying hay. Keep as much of the goodness in it as possible. But yeah, I mean it's hot. We've had clear skies, fairly strong sunshine all day now, and yeah, it's drying nicely. So that's, yeah, all in all, fairly successful day. Got a reasonable amount of grass down. Machine's all dialed in and working, no problems at all. Yeah, be interesting to see how much grass. It's quite thick. It's quite dense. We had to cut late, as I said earlier on this morning. It's been so wet recently. We haven't had enough dry weather to just get out here and cut it. It would just be a waste of time. So there's actually quite a lot of grass here, and it seems to be still in good condition. It's not dying off. It's not all gone to seed. It's looking pretty good. We'll see what happens when we turn it tomorrow. We've got 2 more fields to cut tomorrow, first thing. And then we'll swap the mower off, put the tedder on, get ourselves out here and spread this lot about a bit. But in the meantime, I think it's time for a cup of tea.